We've got a list of some of the best bottles that are available on the shelf that people seem to pass up. Hi friends, I'm Laura, this is Troy, we're Baker Drinks, and here's our list of available bottles that are just amazing and people don't talk about.
Yeah, I mean, there's a few of these lists that you see floating around out there on YouTube. Most of them are going to have something like a rare breed or, you know, your wild turkey products, your early times, all that kind of stuff. We specifically tried to avoid those because you already know about those ones. You probably already have them on your shelf.
They're delicious, we agree. But these ones, people just walk by. We see them all the time and people just like, nope, doesn't look special, we're dead.
So the first one on the list, this is out of Portland, Oregon. It's Bull Run. This is a 16-year American light whiskey finished for an additional 6 months in Pinot Noir. Coming in at about 96 proof and about $40 to $50. I mean, Bull Run is starting to grow in popularity. You see some of the bigger channels out there doing pics of it and stuff, but we've been drinking on these bottles for a while. This is our second of these, or third.
I think that's our second, but we have a third.
Yeah, it's full flavor. It's got a great experience when you drink it. You know, the mouthfeel, all that kind of stuff that all those whiskey people talk about all the time. And this one, for the price, it's just sitting on the shelf. Give it a try. It's a good one.
And I've got one that most people know the brand, but not specifically for this bottle. This is the Jepson's bourbon, and I mean, nothing special about that label at all. It is not drawing you to it. Everyone knows Jepson's from Malort, but they have bourbon as well. This one is port cask finished, so if you like port finished bourbon, this thing is delicious. We've had cognac finish, port finished. They are delicious and they're cheap. They're not wasting any time on fancy corks or fancy labels. We got screw cap. It's around $50, maybe $60, but a finished bourbon, 119.5 proof. I mean, you can't go wrong with that.
It's good stuff. So this one may be on another list or two out there. I don't know, but we like it a lot. It's the Heaven Hill Bottled in Bond. It wasn't always available around us. When it came out, it was hitting the shelves around $65 near us, plus the 20% tax in Washington. I found it over the border in Oregon for more like $50, and I've seen them as low as $40. But this guy right here, it's the same mash bill as the Henry McKenna 10-year. This is just the same stuff at 7 years. It's good. It's really good. I get just such a nice cherry note on this. The first time I tasted it, it was at a bourbon raffle, and we were like chugging it out in the parking lot.
Straight from the bottle.
Straight from the bottle.
Classy. With
other people. It wasn't just Laura and I out there tailgating. But that experience kind of pushed me over the line. Yeah, I got to pick that bottle up. And so we did. And this is one that we'll probably always have on the shelf. I mean, I say that, but who knows? We might not, but
we like it.
Yeah, we like it a lot. It's one that I would recommend grabbing. If you've been sleeping on this bottle, stop sleeping on it because it's good.
So this brand does get a lot of hype and people talk about it a lot, but we're talking about the Sagamore Spirit, specifically just their barrel strength. You don't need one of their fancy bottles. Double oak isn't always for everyone. I am a hit or miss when it comes to double oak products, but I know a lot of people like their double oaked rye, but the barrel proof rye is delicious as well. And again, it's reasonably priced, usually $50, $60. You know, I give a range because it's hard to say. Every store's a different price, so I never know what the legit price of anything is. But it tastes good. It's high proof, it's quality. Definitely recommend Sagamore.
Yeah, like Laura said, everyone's always pushing the double oak or like their port or sherry finished or whatever.
And those are all fantastic.
I feel like the rum finish is like their redheaded stepchild bottle. It doesn't get the love. But just the straight up cask strength, It's so full of flavor. I think that's overlooked for even the 8-year that's out now. I don't know. We like it. We like it a lot. So this next one, it's newer to us. We had this sent to us in a blind sample. There was some controversy around this sample. There were 3 of us drinking it. 2 of us thought it was a bourbon. 1 of us thought it was a rye, but we overruled her.
And talked me out of it.
Turns out it was a rye. It's the Old Pepper Distillery cask strength rye. This is a single barrel. These things are like $40. They're just, it's a bourbon drinker's rye. If you've ever heard that phrase before, I'm here to tell you, 2 of us legit thought this was a bourbon. And like a high dollar, we were thinking, man, we would probably pay $75, $80 for that. And it's a $40 rye. It's so good. And people sleep on these. They walk past them. They turn their nose up to it. I mean, what could Old Pepper Distillery possibly be doing that's any good?
Apparently rye whiskey.
Rye whiskey. Here to tell you. Highly recommend.
And, you know, we got to be all over the place on these lists. We got Stranahan's single barrel. So this is an American single malt out of Colorado. These ones, I mean, they've been sitting on the shelves around us lately. People aren't buying them, and I don't know why, because it tastes delicious. This is one of the American single malt brands that seems to do everything right. Their flavor's great. This is 118.5 proof. It's delicious. Highly recommend. If you want to get into American single malts, that's one of the brands that we like the most.
All right, last on the list, we've got the Wagon small batch. My voice got kind of high there, didn't it? We got the Wagon small batch.
I think it cracked.
I'm going
leave that in there.
I'm going through puberty, guys. I'm sorry. Wagon small batch. This guy, I feel, is overlooked because of its big brother, the uncut, unfiltered. But you're missing out. 100 proof, $50 to maybe $60 in some places. Comes in the same bottle. It's got the gold seal instead of the black. It's got so much good flavor in here. I mean, it's MGP, but I believe it is just sourced or it's contract distilled at MGP, transported to the desert where it's aged, I think.
Sounds right to me.
You can correct me if you want. Leave a comment. We'll have a discussion. But it's so good, and again, the price is right, and these are so available around us all of a sudden. Wagon's another one that hasn't always been near us. But in the past year or so, they've shown up everywhere in force, and people always run and grab that uncut, unfiltered, and walk right past this. And you know, they pay twice the price for the uncut, unfiltered as they do this, and I don't think it's twice the whiskey.
Some people only like high proof stuff, but this has great flavor, and you know, maybe because I don't generally lean towards high proof stuff as often, this one is just more of a fits my profile more. Well, thanks for watching. Let me know if you agree with anything on this list, or if you think we're just crazy for saying that people should pick up these bottles. Also, let me know what's available in your area that people just seem to walk by. It's a pretty good price, and it's delicious. We love replying to the comments and hearing what's different everywhere else. So please like, comment, and subscribe. We'll see you again soon. Cheers.